Kulam Beyachad. Kulam Beyachad. Everyone is together. No one is left out.
It's a beautiful morning.
The JCC is in the business of building mensches, strength by strength. We focus on our core values: respect, self-respect, acceptance, inclusion, teamwork, responsibility, and safety. At the JCC, we relate to children as unique individuals who should be given opportunities to learn new things, experience new challenges, and develop new skills, both physical and social, while feeling good about themselves. We believe this can be accomplished most successfully in a relaxed, fun atmosphere with the support provided to bring out the best in every single child.
Welcome to the JCC.
We see the full spectrum of disabilities: kids with physical needs, cognitive needs, medical needs, multiple needs altogether, severe seizure disorders, life-threatening diabetic conditions.
If I were to go to just any old camp and tell them that my daughter just received a new kidney and needs to be quarantined, those people would look at me like I was crazy and send me home. When the JCC came to me and told me that they would love for Jessie to come back, that was amazing.
Jason still wears a diaper and needs to be taken to the potty every couple hours. And that's never been a problem. Everybody just wants to hear what I think is going to make it easier for Jason, and works around that.
Over the years, the JCC has made more and more physical accommodations to the building to keep up with the needs of our participants.
There has to be ramps, all the doors have to be wider. Everything in the environment has to be set up for kids with special needs.
We have parents who've been rejected by other camps who say, yes, we take kids with Down syndrome and kids who are deaf, but we don't take kids like that.
There are many extracurricular activities or camps that will say that they welcome special needs children, and you get there and it's a disaster. They want them. They love the idea of saying we'll take these children, but it's not set up for these children to succeed.
I had a parent tell me that when they moved to this area on their cul-de-sac, there were lots and lots of kids, and she was hoping that her son, who was autistic, could play with the kids on the street. And when they went outside to play with the kids, the only kids that were not fearful of him were the kids who had been to camp at the JCC.
When kids are exposed to other kids with differences early in their life, they're not afraid of them. They understand them more, and it's just part of their daily life.
It's been really valuable to my oldest daughter to have the inclusion campers in her group, because I always think she's familiar with special needs kids because we have a special needs kid in our family. It's good for her to be a role model to her peers that let's include these special needs kids. And as an older sibling, for her to see that all special needs kids can be included, including her sister.
Jessie has told me that she looks forward to being a counselor here at the JCC, maybe even a CIT here at the JCC, to help other children who might need to be pushed in a wheelchair or who might need help in eating or just doing an activity. And that's how beautiful this program is, that she sees herself as being in the position to be able to help other people.
It's also very important for people with disabilities to learn how to be around their typical peers and not just in a self-contained setting. In order to be included in the world, in order to be a part of a community, they also have to be comfortable around people who don't have disabilities.
You hear so much that's bad about teenagers these days, how there's a lack of good values and morals among teenagers. And then you come here to the JCC where teenagers and people in their early 20s are choosing to spend their summers working with special needs kids.
Everyone here is completely and utterly looked at as just a camper. Doesn't matter if they can't walk, doesn't matter if they can't say words. They're looked at as a camper. Doesn't matter how old they are or what gender they are. They're a kid. This is Amanda Kendrick. Can you blow a kiss for everyone?
Something about coming to a camp where you include kids with disabilities, I think it's good for the campers without disabilities. I think they grow up and they have a better perspective on life.
Now that I'm going to college, it's, you know, the idea of civic duty and duty to those who need help, you know, need a leg up, that's become an incredibly important part of my life.
He lets me do things that they don't let you do.
That's not really why you like me.
Jason is 4.5, and he has autism spectrum disorder, which means he has delays across all areas of development. And he's very sweet and energetic and cute. He's come here for camp for 2 summers now. He's also played soccer here, and now he goes to preschool here. I always feel like he's safe here. I know he's going to be watched very carefully.
Lily is actually, she's 6 years old now, and she's a wonderful child. I mean, she has a lot of energy, but she's very physically disabled. She's all there in terms of her cognitive abilities, and that has probably been the hardest thing with her, is that she wants to do everything.
When we were here for kind of the visiting thing, and we were registering some of our concerns to Heather Strauss, and Heather said to us, let me explain this to you. Your child will be a full participant in this camp, and we will work with you to be comfortable with that. And it was really nice for us to be in a situation for once where we weren't having to do everything ourselves. If you don't have a special needs child, you have no idea how hard you have to work just to get, to constantly be a square peg in a round world.
Camille is our middle daughter. She's almost 8 years old, 8 this October, and she has autism. It's a very happy, beautiful little girl that doesn't speak much and has a tough time with big groups of people. I was only going to send her for 2 weeks because I really did not think it would be what it turned out to be for her. 800 plus children in a facility with 100 special needs children run by young people. I just thought it would spell disaster. I did not think that it would be the experience, the wonderful experience that it was.
My daughter Jessica is 14 years old. She was born with a rare genetic disorder called Joubert syndrome. She's developmentally delayed and physically handicapped. She is so proud that she enters this building just like everybody else. She's like the mayor of the JCC, and this has truly been a place that is a home away from home for her.
Hannah has Kabuki syndrome, and she has all-around developmental delays. And she's got a great spirit and loves camp. The first summer Hannah came to camp when she was 3 years old, she had been working on walking for a long time, but she wasn't walking yet. I believe that the experience of being around her age peers and seeing them walking and running and playing and climbing was a big motivator for her to get up and walk herself. She comes home so happy, and she learns the camp songs.
So cute, lucky baby shoot. See me poo, JCC Winnie Pooh.
Yeah.
Hey, honey.
And this is a place where kids start in camp when they're 5, and they continue, and they come and they join our teen groups, and they come to cooking classes as adults, and they come and they work out